Here we go. I'm going to put this on YouTube because I'm going to have a YouTube channel about my quest for divine love. It's my quest. I'm not giving answers to anybody. I'm sitting here in the midst of my life, thinking about divine love, trying to improvise a kind of shamanic journey that gets me toward something that makes sense. I've done shamanism for a very long time. I've been in a lot of shamanic circles, and I'm finding that I need to be in a shamanic circle with the human race because basically I think the world is hell. I mean, it's just endless labyrinthine legal hell that we live in now after the Trump impeachment, when I just didn't really feel confident that either side were actually in charge of the government. I just don't believe any of those people are doing anything but getting paid. And because I sit and I watch their images on my computer screen, and I see these news clips about them and I read these stories, it pulls my sense of identity into this hellish fantasy land of politics, and I have hit upon this idea of getting into that world by doing a YouTube channel based on divine love. In the sense that I don't have any reply to make to those people. I wish that I could withdraw from them completely and live on an island somewhere, but I can't. They're flying back and forth across my head, over my head, even as I speak, making their decisions and sending their evil minions out into the world to do their dastardly deeds, and ensuring that their families survive the coming apocalypse. And here I sit wondering what they're going to do next and how bad it can get. And I'm 50 years old. I have no children, and I just want to go to the best world possible when I die. I've been working with near-death experiencers for years. I've met dozens of them. I have done intuitive readings for people, but I've never felt confident enough to launch my career as an intuitive, or anything. But I do creative things, and so I'm putting up a website. I got the inspiration to put up a website with some art things on them, and to clear the air. It's like, what can you do in this world? I in my economic position can work and pay taxes, and then if I want to do anything creative, I have to think about how's it going to look on the web, and immediately how am I competing with all the big name authors and all the established intellectual properties of the world, and who is going to see me as anything other than the latest product. And it's just my tough luck, so it's not going to work for me as a public figure. I just have to bring it back to myself, trying to find divine love, as much love as I can before I check out. I've moved toward love in my life. I've moved toward spirituality. And my work has paid off. I've gotten better. And now I've hit the point where I look around and I don't see anywhere to go but up. It's a difficult state of mind to describe because our mass media is so thoroughly organized now to suppress any kind of subjectivity and reduce all discussion and all experience to sound bites and images that nullify our sensitivities, that reduce everything to cartoons, basically. And so there's no space for anything, any kind of subtlety. A lot of people call it archetypes in mass media, but it's not really archetypes. Archetypes are a deep Jungian thing, and what they're presenting is cartoons. melodrama. Basically silliness, slogans, and I don't know. I don't want to be a slogan. I don't want to do it. So I am improvising this because, I really loved beat poetry when I was younger, and music, and I did some theater, and I really put a lot into it at a certain point and failed miserably, and absolutely nothing left of that, I guess. I don't want to sound self-pitying. I did get something out of doing it. It changed my approach to what was going on. But as most of my friends who are still in the business know, and I've discussed with them, I'm never going to be in that business. So, here I am, letting my thought process run through all the forbidden territory of Machiavellian manipulation that constitutes our popular culture now, wondering, how do I find divine love in the emptiness of '21st century America? Where is it? I have to find it. I have to be something relative to it. I can't find it by looking at products sold by other people. So right now I have to think about whether I have to think about my next steps. But I will say that my YouTube channel is about the recording of the YouTube channel. I'm not attempting to present it as an entertainment. In other words, it may be incredibly tedious to people who never see it, but existentially I did put it out there, and this seems like a good place to stop the first video.